Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
2nd down. Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one on target for Williams. He's done.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there. They're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
That is over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. to pick it up with Hunt.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now Jackson, this a design run. He's going to have a Ravens first down. Good work there. 4th and 1. They pick up 7 and pick up a new set of downs. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down, here is Hill. And he'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down. In some rhythm, with drives rolling, here's another 1st and 10. On the zone read, it's a give to Hunt. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Right back to Hunt. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That's out wide to Williams. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down mark. And that's a pickup of 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Moving outside the pocket, he'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Hill brought in motion. He takes off. They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Jackson. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A design run here with Jackson. He's going to have enough for that first down. Tackle made up at the 18-yard line.
And they needed that one, didn't they? I mean, you're backed up. If you go 3 and out there, you're giving the other guys the ball back with great field position. So, really nice job there by the back, knowing exactly what he needed to get. And after that nice run, he picks up first down.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hunt. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Baltimore. Here's Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. On the handoff, it is Hunt. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, another 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. Well, that helps to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal, Baltimore.
28 yards on the gain, and it sets up 1st and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens move out on top. 14-0.
14. Cowboys nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Again, Prescott to the air. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be... Oh, he's got it. Touchdown, Dallas. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and with great awareness meets great scheme. All you need is great execution.
Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 93 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
10 more yards. Complete to number 87. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's first down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Pick by Malachi starts. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4 on his loop to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Pick by Malachi starts.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hill brought in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson moving left. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant.
Pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. No signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. Prescott now. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Hill brought in motion. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Man in motion, heading left. Now this is going to go Tyreek on the pop pass.
Tyreek Hill, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
3rd down and 3.
Yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with Hunt. Pick up of the 11 yards on that ball. Good for a Raven 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with the lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
This will be a 2nd down and 6. On the ground, here is Hunt. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And this will be incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fourth down, Jackson. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
That's complete left side to Pickens. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And nice work here. He's got the 1st down to about the 30-yard line.
Gain of 8.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales. And
George Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. What an addition Pickens has been for this Cowboy team. He adds another TD. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
28, Cowboys 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Hunt. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28. zone read, and they give it to Hill. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From 29. Here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Hill brought in motion. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling him, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. A run out of the gun with Hunt. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Baltimore. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll send Flowers in motion. A run over center. That's Hunt. The defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
Yeah, give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. Trying to push his way to the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get there. Stopped by the defense. That's a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That's just a really good drive here in the 2nd half. And you understand what the situation calls for. You have the lead, 2nd half. Continue to control the clock. Continue to convert and get fresh sets of downs. Come away with points and just try to continue to extend this lead.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. Loading up, launching downfield. And he's in. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On the ground, it is Hunt to start this drive. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Now, Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
I love blitzing defensive backs. So when they blitz the corner, Mike, they call it a cat pressure. He's the corner cat. Man, it's so hard for the offense to get a beat on him. Who's accounting for him? And in this case, nobody was.
And he's going to take it up past the 35. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Trying to keep this unbeaten run to start the season intact. Pickup there goes a long way with this new set of downs. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Here's a run with Hunt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And he will score again. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Ravens. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Come to the line. Got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Quinton Williams on the stop. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Right back to Hunt. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Ravens first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Do you hear me, man? Don't be janking, man. You ain't got the bread. Don't try to prank me, man. Back in the days, I was riding on them twanky things. Ice on my neck and my wrist with a blanket ring. I stay dripping, man, like a bad drain. Louis, Fendi, Gucci, Louis, do you hear me, man? Protected like the Pope, I'm saying this sincerely, man. You run up, you gon' get hurt severely, man.